Just in the middle of an ad over on Twitch. Give it a minute, and we'll actually get out of the starting soon screen. Hello, also Lauren, please stop spamming the chat. Welcome in everyone that's coming in. We're gonna be doing some ChronoStory today. Yes, sirree Bob, we are. Haven't played it in a few days. We've been playing a lot of Deltarune Chapter 5 last few days. Well, with Bunny and Kara being here. So we're gonna do more of that soon. Probably Friday. Day after tomorrow. But today, and probably tomorrow, you're the only one talking? Yeah, that's right. For now. I got this. Hello, Kara. Howdy. Speaking of Carla. How you doing, Carla? How's it going today, my friend? I guess something like that. Just Bing Chilling, that's good. I'm also a fan of Bing Chilling, as you know. And as you can see, since Bunny's not going to be available until later tonight, we're gonna do this. Oh, it's so tiny on the short side. I gotta fix that. It's the perfect size on non-shorts. Why is it so tiny over here? Boop. Excuse me. Hungry as balls? I just had food. I'm no longer hungry. I am no longer what you would call hungry. I am perfect. Perfect cell. But I hope you will consume mass quantities and feel better about yourself. You have any, what are you planning on eating? Oh, hello.
Did somebody say perfect?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Woke up not that long ago. I'm kind of hungry.
Well, then have some food, man. Have some food. Why not?
I don't want to eat right now because I'm just like, damn, I want to eat, but I also want to eat like a fat ass meal later.
I understand.
I'll eat now, eat more later.
I had 2 hot dogs and I'm feeling good.
You had two glizzies?
That's right. Two whole glizzies. I shoved them into my orifices. Also, hello, Roy. Welcome back. And hello, Worrell. Welcome in.
My rival Kraz with that amount of number.
That's not even close.
That's not even. We all know Kraz is notorious for swallowing 15 at once.
Exactly. So rivaling Kraz with 2 glizzies seems no,
That's his normal spread.
I'll tell him the spread.
I'm telling him you said that.
You're gonna send me a fun. Yeah, do it definitely. Yeah, I think he'll find it funny. You're gonna send me a funny meme, Roy?
I'm gonna clip. I gotta clip it. I gotta clip this. Hold on. Where's
Clip
my
it.
Twitch?
Clip it all the way to the point where I say I think he's just gonna find it funny.
Here, let me. Damn it, Twitch. Where's the clip button? There it is.
Tell Twitch to work with you, man. Tell Twitch to work with you. It's so fucking. It's so fucking hot today.
No, for real.
I am actually worried about my wife right now. With how hot it is, because she's a mailman.
Oh, you finally reveal.
I've been telling people that she's a mailman for a while.
No, you haven't. You said it was kind of federal.
No, I said that it was federal, but like I decided, fuck it. No one's gonna be able to figure out who mailmen are. But she's a mailman, and this kind of weather is concerning. It was not even close to this hot a few weeks ago, and she fucked up and almost got heat stroke. So.
Damn.
Hey Hatch, how you doing?
Invest in sun cream.
We have sunscreen, yeah.
Invest in some of that good old SPF.
We have a bunch of that. How you doing, Hatch? Did you get access to your account back? Excuse me.
Copy link. I'm gonna put this in share stuff, so that way everyone may see it.
You're doing excelente. Got it.
Excelente.
Both they said 3 months. Holy shit, that's a long time. What the fuck?
Well, while I'm currently starving my ass off and probably angry at the same time, I'm currently resetting one of my old computers so that way my mom can have it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just wiping this shit clean.
That's right.
Down to the orifices of the computer.
You're gonna shove the computer's orifices with the glizzies. I understand.
No, that's your thing for
definitely. Yeah, like what WTF? Yeah, I mean, like I guess like if it's a rule and it's written, and people, I guess it's like you can't make exceptions. Otherwise, he has to make exceptions for everyone. I guess that's the mentality. That would make sense. Before I give the
computer to my mother, I want to see if it can run Mecha.
Right. That would make sense, Hatch. That makes sense. Yeah. So I feel like it's less of a thing, and it's more of like a precedent. And he can't be like anyway. Oh, I got a meme from Roy. Let's see what it is.
Well, what's the meme?
It's the ghetto dog.
Ghetto dog.
Ghetto double barrel glizzy. Oh, hello, Kraz. Spread 'em, cowboy.
There's Kraz.
Yes, he has the ghetto double barrel glizzy. So like, it looks like he took a piece of bread, cut one in half, put two hot dogs onto one piece of bread, and then put the middle piece in there to separate them into like a double glizzy sandwich. I don't know, man. How you doing, Kraz? I know you're at work now, right?
No, don't play that, please. Fuck.
I mean, snitching on me. I thought it'd be funny. You're a bit overpowered. I heard Paladin's even more overpowered.
It's not even really a snitch, honestly.
What level are you on your hero now? Oh yeah, fighter. Don't ever. I never challenged. Kara's the one who mentioned that that I'd be challenging the glizzy god. No, I was just casually eating glizzies. So you're overpowered at level 43. How'd you accomplish that? You're approaching hell levels, though. The level 50 to 70 is gonna suck. You just wanted a reason to shit on me? I understand. It's just how we are. It's just how the world works. I get it.
It's how the world revolves. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really good computer, and I like the size of the monitor, laptop screen, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But my mom wants a laptop, and who am I to decline her when I have two of these shits?
Right.
All right.
You're my IL mage to 130. Nice. Obviously, my IL's only at almost 69. You're able to level up gear with weapon attack? Oh, I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Understandable. Mecha my balls. I want to make a paladin, but I want to wait until he gives us more character slots, since that's apparently one of the next things he's going to do. Bote, I mean. Because I want to make it on this account and not a new account, or not on my old account, because then I can just like transfer over everything I used on my hero. Did the quest at Leaf Free and rolled pink cape, 10 string, 4 attack. Hell, fuck you.
All right, cool.
Cool what?
The laptop is being set up.
Lovely.
Well, Mecha's being downloaded right now. Why the fuck is... Okay. Peak and Pratfall are both updating for some reason. I haven't used this computer in a while, though, so it kind of makes sense, but fuck it.
That's weird. Also, I'm going to go ahead and put on a different song that apparently is in Deltarune Chapter 5, but we missed it.
What song? Oh, Forge Chapter?
Yeah.
Forge Sanctuary?
That's right.
That's for the TV time. The Tenna room.
Yeah.
What you call it? The mini game.
Yeah. Very silly song. You would start another fighter?
Forge Sanctuary.
Why would you start another fighter? Get 70 attack from Blessing would be OP. I mean, for sure. What a silly version of Second Sanctuary.
It's Fourth Sanctuary with Second Sanctuary's BPM.
Yep.
Well, it's Third Sanctuary with Second Sanctuary's Titan signatures is what I should say. I don't fucking know.
The like MIDI fucking snare drum in the background's hilarious.
I'm surprised you even noticed that.
And now for a real song from that chapter that I like. Okay.
As a real song enthusiast myself.
It's the only song from the chapter that I'm like, man, this is a real banger.
This is kind of peak, I'm not gonna lie.
Because so far, like, there were so many bangers in Chapter 4. Chapter 5 hasn't had as many good bangers, but this one... Paladin is OP because Rex is weak to Holy. I mean, for sure. But still... They also have a really huge attack. Which I really like. I want to swing a giant fuck-off hammer at people. But I figured that Paladin was going to be weak as fuck, so I was like, I don't really want to play a Paladin. But now that the Paladin actually turns out to be pretty good, even if it's just because it's strong against a certain enemy, I don't care. Fuck it. We ball.
Hey, spoilers for Chapter 5 of Deltarune. Onion Sand fucking dies.
Onion Sand dies? Who gives a fuck about Onion Sand?
How dare you disrespect Onion Sand like that?
Who gives a singular fuck about Onion Sand?
I do.
Well, sucks.
And thousands of others.
And thousands of others? Toby Fox himself doesn't even know why he made Onion Sand.
To question weeaboo culture.
He has on the record said, "Why the fuck did I make this character?" And I'm not paraphrasing.
Yeah, I know. As a real Undertale fan myself.
Oh, so you know Toby Fox personally? Yeah, he's my dad. My dad made Undertale.
You know, my auntie's uncle's mother's sister's son is actually Toby Fox.
Yeah.
So fuck you. I can actually have you removed from Deltarune.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Bang Bang Hammer. Yes, I want Bang Bang Hammer.
I can delete your save files by one text message, you loser.
You fucking loser. You can get your Deltarune account banned.
You're gonna be banned on Deltarune later. Actually, my dad is Steve Jobs, so I could also have your Windows account shut down.
My other dad is Steve Jobs.
My other dad is Steve Jobs.
My first dad is Toby Fox. My other dad is Steve Jobs.
Yeah, you didn't know that because they were gay and they were secret lovers.
And my third dad is Dracula. I'll get you banned from humanity.
All right, let's see. Is Mecha optimized for this fuck ass computer?
I don't know. You'll have to test.
I'm gonna check that out. Open it, please. Run the damn game.
And my fourth dad is Goku, and he can blow you up. Yeah.
I'll have you know, I was raised by Goku, so I actually know how to do a spirit bomb in real life.
Have you guys seen the the deadbeat Vegeta child fucking YouTube shorts?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
You should look at the shit posts I've put in share stuff.
Oh yeah, have you?
I was scrolling Twitter earlier and I loved Deltarune Twitter.
That's a good a good image, Kraz. I think Kraz's image is better than your Deltarune Twitter images. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck you.
Sorry, the Krazmat Convoy one is better.
Okay. Guess I'll go Korean Maple Story.
Yeah. my brother's in Pakistan.
My brother's in Pakistan. I'll have you know.
You have to say it like Vegeta.
My brother's in Pakistan. I'll have you know.
Pakistan. Yeah.
My brother's in Pakistan. All right, let me see. Let me go to settings, graphics. Please. Why are you running at 3 frames?
Well, because...
Why the fuck is VSync on?
Obviously, the fuck over your computer.
All right, turn that off. Give me 3 extra frames.
3 extra frames? I mean, that's good enough if you're a hider. Who needs more than 10 frames a second as long as you don't have to move very often? Right?
I guess. Gotta potato this shit just to see if it works correctly.
Potato that shit. Send that shit
Potato
to the
your computer. Potato your computer. Do it.
Do it. Do it in a balls.
Do it. Potato your computer.
Yeah.
Kill your TV. Kill your TV. Kill your TV. Kill your TV.
Kill your TV.
That was the whole thing with Tenna.
That's true.
Okay, that's slightly better. Still shitty. Let me change it to 30 frames. How much does that save me? Better. I get better tracing that way. drop the resolution to its absolute shittiest.
Plot twist. The Roaring Knight is
Oh wow, that's actually better. Wow, holy shit.
Plot twist. The Roaring Knight is Kara's brother.
It was? It what?
Could be. It could be. Probably not, but it could be.
Tis my brother, what?
I mean your brother, I mean, anyway.
Kara's brother.
Yeah.
I was making the joke because you always call me Kara, but you know, fuck it.
Yeah, man.
Fuck you.
It's his brother.
Azrael Dreamer.
That's right. It's Azrael. Azrael is the Roaring Knight.
Actually, I should make that shit my ring. I should make that my ringtone. Anyways, this computer does just as shit as my other one. So, this one gets like 5 frames, whereas the other gets a decent amount. This one does run a little bit smoother though.
So the new computer is better than the old computer, or no?
No, the old computer is slightly better than the new one. Then again, this is just a temporary fix, and it's not like I'm gonna be playing Mecha anyway.
Right.
Because I'm gonna be playing everything on GeForce Now to save my frames.
Right. I probably won't be playing much Mecha either. I just don't have that many friends.
Same.
I'd have to be invited by Bunny and her group, or I'd have to somehow time it properly. I'm sure Bunny would invite me, but like just like because I'm fucking awesome. But also,
because you're fucking awesome.
I am fucking awesome. I've got 10,000 hours in Fortnite, and therefore I'm awesome.
I have 4.2 million hours in Call of Duty, so I'm clearly better than you at any other game.
No.
Okay, yeah, no, so this computer is absolute dog shit, so time to absolutely hard reset this shit and give it to my mother.
Here you go, mother. This computer sucks ass. I have 17 minutes in Microsoft Word, and therefore, hello, Gunda.
This computer was actually never meant to play games on. I just made it work somehow.
So I'm a master of everything in creation. In before Kraz says Gunda.
Gunda.
Yeah.
Okay, let me... What you call it?
How you doing, Gunda? How you doing?
How you doing, Gunda?
How goes it today? On this
reset PC
Wednesday? Although, unless you're in Australia, I don't know where you are. I feel like you're like in Australia or something. Maybe. It's hot, too hot. Why does this game require killing so many chocobos? Well, I gotta get to level 69, of course. As you can see in the bottom left corner, I'm only level 68. I need to get to 69 for the meme.
All right, there we go.
Am I a cowboy? He is.
This PC, install Windows.
Install Windows.
Yes, install Windows.
It needs a bay window. You need to be able to see out of it.
Yeah, I gotta install Windows on my PC, or else it won't run correctly.
Yeah. Otherwise, it can't sprint.
Yeah. My phone is on fucking fire. I'm gonna leave the call so that my phone can charge properly.
I should update my LinkedIn when I hit level 69. Fuck, you're right. Shit. He's so right. That's what you
I
would
just
do?
hit level 12 on my LinkedIn.
I hit level 12 on my LinkedIn.
And it's an additional 3 gigabytes is needed. Okay, let me delete Mecha, because apparently that shit is fucking this up for some reason.
Can't get more professional than that. You're right. You're right. You're so fucking right. God, how could I be so naive and stupid and dumb? God.
It's because you are.
Shit. Happy 1st of July. That's true. 3 days
It's
until
also Canadian. It's also Canada Day.
Canada Day. Nice. And it's also 3 days until the 4th of July, where people are gonna scare
3
my.
days till America Day, and currently today is Confederation Day, aka Canada Day.
That's right. And then 3 days until it's Scare My Dog Day.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, who knows how many fireworks are going to go off. I'm sure they're still going to go off. But it's supposed to be...
They were popping sprinklers yesterday, so I don't expect nothing less.
Well, for where I live, the town that I live in, it's supposed to be thunderstorms all day and night.
It was thundering
on 4th
last
of July.
night. It scared the ever-loving shit out of me.
Are you afraid of thunder?
No, it was the fact that there was 2 very deep thunderclaps.
Mm. They were deep,
Deeper
you
than
say.
your mom.
They were deep, you say.
Remove everything. Okay.
Please let there be rain. It needs to cool down. You're 100% right. Here in the Midwest, it's 96 degrees outside, but with the 100% humidity, it feels like 110. We're dying. My wife is a mailman. She's currently dying.
I hope they haven't given her one of those old shitty box trucks.
A mattress, yeah.
A mattress? That's
No,
what it's called?
it might be called the mattress. Let me see.
Old shitty box trucks.
No, the mattresses are new. What's the old one?
An additional 619 megabyte. Oh my god, bro. What more do you want from me? What more do you want from me? Okay, I'll run this cleanup then. Fuck it. I don't need all this extra shit.
Postal van? My wife calls it something else. They have those, and they don't have air conditioning. Hopefully my wife is in a mattress today, because then she'd have air conditioning.
Everyone loves a good aircon.
Yeah, I am crossing my fingers for my wife to be in a mattress today, because otherwise she's dying. Or right now, I'm sure she's fine.
Dying.
I'm gonna send her a text. Are you dying?
You dying? Yeah.
Are you dying? Now let me find a good hot.
You gotta find a good meme.
Hot meme.
Gotta find a good meme to send to the wife. Okay, let me open up Steam. Library.
Got a good meme to send to my wife. I'm gonna send it to her.
Oh yeah, let me just uninstall Rivals.
My wife beat me to it. She sent me a gif of a dude on fire walking. When someone asks how it feel outside.
Okay. Well, that makes it better at least.
Have a good one.
What else is there to fucking get rid of? Why is Muck still installed? Let me uninstall Muck. All right, there we go. I should be able to clean it now. Hopefully.
Wanted to send you a meme of a dude with an oven saying,
everything. Local reinstall. Next. All right, cool. Finally. The things I have to do as the only son who understands tech to the slightest degree.
If I had the forethought and whatnot, I would have made a meme for my wife. I wanted to make a meme where a dude had the oven open, and he's just like pointing into it, and it would just have a caption that says "Hop in to cool off." That's what I wanted to send my wife.
I thought you were gonna just do the flavor bath blasted by oven thing, where you open the oven and it just smacks you with a fuck ton of flame. Just eviscerates your eyebrows. Murph doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let me shut my ass up.
No, I was replying to my wife's text. What do you say?
I was saying I thought you meant like I thought you meant like you'd make a meme where it's just you opening the oven and then you just get smacked with flame as your eyebrows go off.
That's a good one. Literally me when I step outside, essentially. But no. Yeah. But I feel like the hop in the cool off is also pretty good.
Yeah, both are good.
Both are good. I feel like it'd be easier to do a meme where it's hop in the cool off with the oven open, because it's just one image. But with the opening the oven with your eyebrows searing off from the heat, that one's harder to convey in meme format.
Yeah, I guess. My phone has to charge. I'm gonna leave. You have a good one, Merp.
Oh, you son of a... Yeah, you get you later.
Later.
That guy fucking sucks. I'm just kidding. We're almost level 69. That means we'll only need one more level until level 70, which we're going to definitely get today. And then we're going to do our third job advancement and actually start leveling up fast. Oh! I told you that guy sucked. He threw pipes at me. What a fucking asshole. God. What a dickhead. I feel like I'm gonna need to take a shit soon. Fuck you. Una reverse card. You know what I would like to do as a good transition? Okay, I've been thinking of this for a bit. Right now, when someone raids, I just get stuff thrown at me, and then like I find out that they raided in the left-hand side of my screen. I want the raid image thing that pops up to be the ooh cat thing, but like the remix one where like the trap remix one or whatever the fuck it is, like the super techno-y one. And I want it to, like, actually change the screen and shit when it happens. Like a fucking rave for, like, a good 15 seconds. That's what I want. I don't know how to accomplish that, though. I'd probably have to make a preset and have that preset set to the raid of some kind. And it would have to, like, be, like, essentially an animation that plays an overlay that plays whenever that happens, I guess. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. If I knew how to do that, I'd do that. It would already be done. It would already be done. Nope. Got a blue ball, y'all. I do got a shit. I was gonna get to level 69 first to leave you on 69, but instead we're gonna get it when I come back. Almost the big 7-0, correct. I'll be. I'm gonna take a shit. I have returned. I have returned. Much better. All right. Much better. Much. All right. Let's get this level 70 done and dusted. Level 69, nice. I can never level up again. Goodness. Meh. There we go. We're going to be hitting an ad soon here on Twitch. Just a heads up, 3 minutes. For those of you that are unsubscribed, so that shouldn't affect Hatch. Or Kara if he's here. But basically, or Gunda, because he's actually subscribed. Ooh. Ugh. Fuck. Fuck. Ooh. Oh, fucking hell, sneeze. Bunny's here. Bunny, you're here? I thought you couldn't join until like 5. I thought you were gonna be here till like 5. Did you get here while I was taking a shit? Are you even here, or are you just lurking? She might just be lurking, guys. She might just be lurking. Because if she was fully here, I wouldn't mind going in and doing more Deltarune. If she was around for that. But otherwise, I'm happy getting this guy to level 70 plus today. There's ads, 3 minutes. But yeah, Bun, if you're here, let me know. If you wanted to do Deltarune, I do not mind. I figured that you couldn't do it today until like 5, at the earliest. Do 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 dee do. Do 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 dee do. Boo 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 doo boo. Do dee dee do dee do. Do dee dee do dee do. 25%. Ads are almost over. Crab Fest is back. Get some crabs. Doo-dee-doo-doo-dee-doo. How many people are online anyway? Ow. Wednesday. Not a lot. Fartman. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ugh. 30%. I don't have a particular goal. I mean, the main goal for today is to get to level 70, right? Anything beyond that is just like additional. At the very least, I'd like to get the 70 and get fourth job. The fourth job? Get the fourth job today. I'd like to get the 70 and get the third job today. Because I have to get that whole quest done. And then anything more than that is a bonus. I will have the my goal will have been completed at level 70 with third job. But that's, you know, we'll probably get there in the next 40 minutes, probably. Probably less than that, actually. We'll see. My guess is Gunda was here. Yeah, he was here way earlier. I even said in before Kraz says Gunda. And it still happened. It just took way late. It just took way too long for you to respond. I mean, you're at work. I get it. I get it, Kraz. Don't you worry. You're pretty little butthole about that. You're fine. Bunny is also here. She hasn't said a fucking word, but it says she's here. Her butthole will be sad for the day. It's all right. It's all right. If Bunny had said something, it might have played Deltarune instead of ChronoStory today, but she didn't. She didn't. I've only got like 1 or 2 more streams of that game anyway, until Chapter 5 is done. And Chapter 6 isn't slated to come out until next year, so. They don't have a specific date, but they did say 2027 is their goal. Yep. My hope is once all 7 chapters are out, Toby Fox will go back into all the previous chapters, chapters 1, 2, 3, all the early chapters before 7, and then go back in and just like update some stuff. Like, for example, tying chapter 1 into the rest of the chapters, because right now, what you do in chapter 1 doesn't matter. It doesn't really pertain to the rest of the game, for the most part, right? Tie that in so it works properly. And maybe, like, give some extra mechanics to all of them, possibly. Not everything. I really like the platformer elements. I would love to see it happen in all of the previous chapters somewhat. Yeah, he can't just do the platformer thing in this one chapter and never use it again. It's gotta come back. It's gotta be something that is done in chapters 6 and 7. It has to be done in both of those. No fucking way. And then he has to go back in and add them to chapters 1 through 4 because God, it's so good that it just needs to be a thing, right? It's too good. I feel like making it, like, adding it into chapter 1 and a little bit, somewhat. Like a few new secrets into it for the platforming stuff. If once the whole series is done, 1 through 7, and then, like, as the game progresses, every chapter the platforming sections get harder and harder until it ends up like fucking like difficult sections of fucking Celeste. You know what I mean? By chapter 5, when it was originally introduced, it's no longer an easy... The platforming stuff in chapter 5 will no longer be easy. It'll actually be difficult. That's kind of what I want. The platforming stuff is, in my opinion, the best part of chapter 5 so far, right? Where chapter 4 had the best story out of all of them so far. Just because the character, just Gerson's the best character in all the series so far, in my opinion. Chapter 5 introduced the funnest mechanic. You know? I know not everyone's a fan of platformers, but I mean, really, it's really good. He just needs to make it more difficult because so far all the platforming sections are too easy so far. Way too easy so far. Like obviously I've fucked up on a couple of them, but I've never died in the platforming section so far, and we're already almost done with the game. We're already almost done with the game, unless the secret boss. You know, I kind of hope the secret boss has platforming elements. I really want the secret boss to have platforming elements. If the secret boss doesn't have platforming elements, that is absolutely a travesty and a shame. Crank that shit to the max. Yeah, that's right. I really hope that the secret boss has difficult platforming bits. It really needs difficult platforming bits, in my opinion. Back when Cuphead first came out, by the way, I played Cuphead. I used to be really good at Cuphead. Like really good at Cuphead. Like speed run achievements, but not speed runner status. Good at Cuphead. I don't play it very much anymore. In fact, I haven't played it in a few years, so I probably suck at it now. But I've gotten all the achievements in Cuphead. Just because I'm really good at platformers. The only levels that ever challenged me in Cuphead specifically, like the ones that were like really difficult for me, were the bosses that were like on rails, like airplanes and whatnot. Anything that turned it from a platformer based boss fight into a like full screen fucking bullet hell. That's what it was difficult. Anything where you actually could jump around, it wasn't that hard. I mean, there were tough bosses, but I grew up with all the platforming. Platforming was my generation's whole game style. I love Crash Bandicoot and Marlboro. And his brother Boobibi. Are you on your break, Kraz, or you just came in to say hi for a minute? On your break, nice. I've considered playing Cuphead on stream. I probably won't. We'll probably play Cuphead 2 on stream once that comes out. I don't play that game anymore. It's no longer all that fun. I played it to death. The Cuphead 2, excited for that. Kind of. And I still haven't played the Mouse PI, which I still want to play. Do. 62%. We're already almost there. How's your day been so far, Kraz? Hot as balls? I'm sure. With this fucking heat wave. I think there's a heat wave in California as well, supposedly. Is it 6'7"? 69? 101? What's the degrees, man? What's the degree? Yep. 69 or 67? Or 101? Which one? So it's actually a nice day over there. That's good. Good for you. Fuck you. I want to trade my weather with you so bad. Like a trading card game. Except worse. Loser. It's not that bad for me, because I don't have to work outside. I'm just worried about my wife. Six, 7% though, just like you, Kraz. You get the. It's not funny. It's dumb as shit. So fucking funny, yeah, for sure. It's why I use it to annoy you and Kara. Specifically. It annoys the two of you, so I use it. you monster. I know. I will not apologize. Too late to apologize. It's too late. Ugh. 72%. We've already gotten all of our duders to 125. We've gotten all of our 125 duders to 4th job. So this will be our fourth job? No, this will be our 5th 4th job. Our 5th 4th job character if we get this character all the way to 120. Right? Our 6th 4th job, depending, would be probably a Marauder. I don't know if I actually want to get the Marauder to 120. Just because the level up to 120 is going to suck. My Marauder is level 65. After that, I have to wait until Bote adds more character slots. That seems like it's going to come relatively soon, probably after Papulatus. Probably after Papulatus, if I was to guess. Since he has to actually do some shit to make that work. Because right now, he's made it so we have 3 character slots per account. But he wants to add more, which means it's a good coding exercise for him. Considering he has to do some shit for it. And at that point, I want to make a Paladin. I want to make a Paladin on this account. Because that means I can share all the equipment I have on my hero. Hero and Paladin share everything. As long as I don't use a hammer, they share everything. And there's no reason to use a hammer unless we get our best in slot hammer. Like otherwise, it's just like use a sword. On my main account, I want to make a not a Night Lord, a Shadower. And my hope for both that, I'm hoping he's gonna be able to do this. I hope it's not just like we get an extra slot per account. I hope he actually can increase our slot character count to 6. If our character count per account goes up to 6, then that means I can also make a Night Lord on my main account. And then on this account, I can make like both other mages, as well as a Paladin. So I can have all 3 mages, and then a Paladin and a Duder on this account, and a Marauder. And on my main account, I can do both of the Thieves. And save a slot for Iran when it comes out, if and when it comes out. 81%, by the way. Almost there. At that point, that'll be 12 characters. So what will I have? What will I be missing at that point? I'll be missing Crossbowman. Yeah, I'll just be missing Crossbowman. Yeah. Pathfinder. I seriously doubt we're gonna ever get Pathfinder. We might get a custom class. What I want is a cowboy. What I want for the third Ranger class is a cowboy. Yeah. There's no cowboy class in MapleStory other than Jet, but Jet got deleted. And even then it wasn't really a cowboy. It was like a they had a cowboy hat on and they used a ray gun and they were from outer space. But by no means were any of their attacks cowboy themed. They just wore a cowboy hat. That's as much as Jet was as a cowboy was. They wore a cowboy hat. So space cowboy. I wouldn't even call them that. They were a space alien that wore a cowboy hat. Like yeah, you could call it a space cowboy, but if you wear a cowboy hat, does that make you a cowboy? No, it means you're wearing a cowboy hat. They had no cowboy theme in their thing. Even their gun wasn't a gun because it didn't shoot shit. It was a ray gun. Bote's own class would be sick. I agree, and I think it should be a cowboy. I think we should get a cowboy class for thieves. No. Not thieves. Dual blade for thieves. Cowboy class for ranger. They should what would a cowboy class get? They'd use guns just like Corsairs. Their attacks would be gun based like Corsairs, but instead of having like a flamethrower and instead of having double shot, actually, you know what? I feel like they would share the double shot attack like with Corsair. So actually, I feel like instead of dual blade, they could go with a cowboy class. Unfortunately, I feel like the cowboy class would go with thieves. No, it would have to go with pirates. It'd go with pirates. The cowboy class would have to be a pirate. That would make sense. That doesn't make sense. No. Okay, put it in Rangers. They use the single shot and the double shot from Ranger, except it just translates as a gun. You use all the gun stuff from Corsair. Give them 2 guns though. You have to wield 2. You'd like a character with a whip? I mean, there's already that. You can do that with any of the just because whips in the game. There was a whip character at one point added in the regular Maple story. It was Cadena, which was fine. My wife liked Cadena. My wife really liked Cadena when she played a little bit of Maple Story with me back at a while ago, a long time, a few years ago. So I mean, like Cadena would be the one, but that was more of like a chain whip type dealy. I guess it was more like a gravity hammer than it was a whip, to be fair. Like, they themed it around a whip, but the way that the skills worked and the way that it moved, it was more like a gravity hammer. You know what I mean? A whip with a weight at the end, so gravity hammer. We need a cowboy. We need that's the one thing Maple Story has never really had, is a cowboy. And I think a cowboy ranger class makes sense. So what would it be? It would be I think dual wielding pistols. You get a new weapon in game that can drop from enemies, just like how the Katara or whatever, the offhand weapon for dual blade drops. Instead we get a new offhanded pistol. And then we'd have the regular handed pistols that you'd get just like from the Corsair side, and you'd get like dual blade type, dual pistol type attacks, I guess. You could kind of theme some of the attacks around how like I guess Mercedes worked kind of a little bit with like the dual bow guns, kind of. I wouldn't do it that far, but like the two bowgun attacks would be kind of how it works. Now about Thor, a lightning warrior that already exists. Paladin uses lightning sometimes, and also I think focusing to make sure every class has 3 jobs is better than giving like warrior a 4th one first, you know. So we need to have a, here we go, level 70. Let's go get our job advancement. Okay. So thieves need their third one, which is dual blade, but it could be something else. Rangers need a third one, which would be Pathfinder, but it would definitely get something else. And then pirates need their third one, which will probably be Cannoneer. Cannoneer came out early enough to where it could be the one that we get. I wouldn't be surprised if Bote doesn't give us Cannoneer, or if he did, it'd be a very, very different one. Or if he wanted to give us something different, that would make sense too. I don't know. Boop 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 boop. Now, do I have dark crystals in the character, or do I need to go to this shop? I probably need to go to this. Yeah, if you go to the, that's fine. Oh, why did I come here? I have to go to my shit. I keep doing this. I keep doing this to myself. I've done this four times already. This is the 5th time I'm doing this exact thing where I go straight to the job advancement duder and not to fucking... God damn it. Grendel the really old first. Shit. I fucking forgot. I need the goddamn... Yeah, you're right. I need the fucking letter. I need the god fucking damn letter. It's alright. I need to teleport to someone. Just fast. It's just an Alinea. I'll need to go kill a dude and then... It'll be easy. Hello, Grendel the really fucked. Forest of Evil 2. Where's Forest of Evil 2 again? Where the fuck is... I don't know what's up. Forest of Evil. Thanks, I appreciate it. Let's do that. This one, bottom left or top left? I think it's the bottom left, right? Forest of Evil is near the monkeys. I'm pretty sure. It's like before the maladies, I think. Up, not down, please. Monkey Forest 1. Shit. Music stopped. Monkey Forest 2. Forest of Evil. Okay, good. Forest of Evil 2. Let me out of this seal, please. Thank you, so I can get the fuck out of here. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Blam. Hey, look, it's a guy. I got 13 chances. Boop. Which following debuffs is incorrect? Sealed. Skills become disabled. Undead turns. But weakened. Slow down. Cursed. EXP rates is decreased. Stunned. Cannot move. Maple Story. What EXP is needed to level up from 1 to 2? Anyone know? I forget. Was it 15 or 20? Seriously? $15, I thought so. Which of the monsters incorrectly corresponds to the monster? Dark Eye Tail, Nepenteth's Nut, Ghost Stump, Seedling, Nepenteth's Nut. Nepenteth's Nut. Which of the following has the wrong info? Man Elixir, 300 MP, that's fine. Tonic is weakness. Apple is 30 HP. Sunrise Dew. Sunrise Dew. It's 5,000. Which NPC cannot be seen in Perion? I think it's Sophia, but let me double check. Francois? Got it. Okay, duder. Lovely. Intelligence? Yes. Equipment? Let's equip our... Better overall. Better shoe. Level 80 for that. Gang, gang. Hey, Moose, what's up? That's right, leveling the Ice Lightning Mage. Compound Bow is... Oh, yeah, obviously Ice Strike. Obviously Ice Strike, right? I don't need this shit anymore. Finally. Finally. Now where the fuck do I train? Do I have to go back to the fucking duders I've been fighting this all this time? Where the fuck do I go? I need someone with ice weakness, so probably the place I've been. But is there anywhere better? Ew. As though cargos are better. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's where you are and you're level 70? How fast is your leveling? There's no fucking way it's better than here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, that's why. No, I'm not going to fucking cargos. Absolutely not. Of course. Why would you recommend cargos? This isn't much better. This is not much better. Maybe a little bit faster. I guess Corsair is just cracked at this level range because I was deleting these fuckers with Ice Splitter. I was deleting these guys with Ice Splitter. Ice Splitter was just sending these guys straight to Narnia at this level range. It was like ungodly fast. Corsair and Fire Poisoners beyond cracked. Yeah, but like even their lesser used skill, Ice Splitter, is just so dominant against these guys that like I was killing them in like 2 hits, maybe 3 hits, and it was like 6 targets at once. And the attack speed's faster. It's like ridiculous. This skill needs a major buff if Ice Splitter is that good, and it's not even the skill that they want to use as a Corsair. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yawn. What are you training on, by the way, Moose? Are you playing ChronoStory or not? What are you playing? That song needs to be like twice as long. At least I'm trying to get every character to 125 actually, Hatch. I'm trying to get them all to 125 if I can. Personally, you're more of a pedal dance guy yourself. I like that song a lot. To be fair, Kraz, I like that song a lot, very much. You're playing old school Maple nowadays, building a hero on that server. Why old school Maple? Is it just like you wanted something more challenging? You wanted something that sucks your soul out and then makes you want a Korean Maple story? Is that what you were looking for? Or are you just waiting for more content in ChronoStory or something? Doesn't everyone man want that? It's not the good kind of suck your soul out, to be fair. Leveling speed is atrocious. Or you just don't like the game because it doesn't have trading or something? What's your reasoning, friend? What's your reasoning? There's no such thing as a bad suck. You know what? I won't argue with you. I will not argue with your logic. You think the fourth job skills in Chrono were just a little bit too GMS for you? I could see that somewhat. At least for some of them. Like, what? DK, for example, is very GMS-y kind of. Although, to be fair, that was added. Dark Impale, it was added, I think, in the Red update. And then it no longer has Dark Impale. It has something else now. What else? I think Hero is fine. Not too flashy. Maybe Bowman, but it's pretty weak. Yeah. Well, actually, they changed Hurricane back. Hurricane is now your spammable. They changed that back. Moose. We still get DK as Dark Impale, but I welcome that because DK's original fourth job is just like buffs to third job, and that kind of sucks. When everyone else gets really cool shit, DK kind of sucks. But Bowmaster is back to using Hurricane. I mean, BM is back to using Hurricane, not DK. It's no longer a turret. Which I'm fine with. It seems fine. And you can move with it too, so you can actually move and jump with it. You can even use your mobility skills with it, which is nice. That's cool, that's cool. I think trading in shops can be fun. And if that's like your main reasoning, the trading in shops, I understand that. I don't like it personally because it brings a lot of RMP and stuff to the game, which I don't want to deal with. And a lot of spam in the chat I don't want to deal with, like RMT type spam that I hate seeing. Especially when I'm streaming. Like, it's just advertisements on my screen. I don't want that when I'm streaming. And of course, there's no bossing yet, though it seems like the next thing Bote is going to be working on is Papulatus, so we'll probably get bossing soonish. Party EXP makes it similar to Chrono? I guess so. I'm not a big fan of party play per se. I like solo play more than party play, which is why I'm not a big fan of the new party maps in ChronoStory. After 120, there's some really dominant party maps. You basically need a party play if you want to get really good EXP. Honestly, you can't wait to do Pianist on a hero. I haven't done a single boss on any of my characters. I haven't done Pianist at all. Everyone's on party maps. Pianist will be empty. I could probably go to Pianist on my hero already if I wanted to. Or any of my 125s, I could do that, but I don't really care for bossing. All those rings give is a +8 to your main stat if you get 4 of them. And that's good, but like, there's gonna be better rings later. Same here, but then the solo play is farming for Mesos, so it feels rewarding. Mesos for EXP. I mean, you're farming for drops to sell here, so it's kind of the same way. But the difference is we don't have trading, so the Mesos are basically only useful for scrolls and Gashbot tickets, I guess, right? You like it for EXP and Chaos Crystals, okay. For sure, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense then. Nerf? Gas crystal drops? No, not really. You haven't hit a button? You're ready for the reset? God, this is like the 3rd time this is played in a row. Kind of. I like in a row. I'd rather be this. Still tuning in ChronoStory stream, though? Hell yeah. I'm glad to have you, Moose, obviously. Obviously. That's the other reason why I don't like other servers, is because I don't like resets. I don't want there to be a big reset, or a bunch of resets for any reason like that. I like the security of servers that aren't going to be doing resets, right? You only got about 28 from level to 1 to 30, 130. I mean, it's really about RNG, right? Luck. It's all about luck. You know? You think you'll come back to ChronoStory, Moose, or are you just gonna stick around with the more one-to-one old school server that you're in? With old school Maple. And if you were to come back to ChronoStory, what would bring you back? For example, I know I would switch to old school Maple if they or any of the old school servers that are in English specifically. And not in the Korean version of MapleStory Worlds, if they had Iran. Like, I'd be there instantaneously. I'd no longer be playing ChronoStory, I'd be playing X server if they had Iran. You know what I mean? That's just me, though. I'd come back to ChronoStory once they got Iran, but I'd swap for Iran easily. Easily. Instantly, I'd be gone from this server. I'd be elsewhere. Fuck you guys. I'm going home to Iran, specifically. By the way, if you're new here on Twitch, don't forget to leave a follow. I stream every day. It's not always ChronoStory, but I do a lot of MapleStory Worlds. Iran Heart, yes, that's right. Sexy character, of course. I'd be whatever server gives me Iran first, that's where I'm going. And then I'll only come back to ChronoStory once Iran drops. Even if it's Artale, I will go to Artale for Iran. That shit was OP, was it? MapleStory M. Never played MapleStory M. I remember when it came out in GMS in general. Back in old school, it was OP back then. Although it was my favorite class, but it was also the botting class. Everyone used that for botting. Everyone used Iran for botting when it came out. Every bot was an Iran. You spent a lot of cash? Hell yeah. Yeah, ChronoStory will be left abandoned by me if someone else releases Iran. At least until Iran comes out. In the meantime, my goal for this server, especially if we get 3 more character slots per account. If we can get 3 more character slots per account, I swear to God, I will have every character class done. You know, I will make them all to 125. That's my ultimate goal. We got the Ice Lightning Mage. We're gonna what do we have left? We have 4 so far. This is our 5th, and we have a 6th one already basically ready. So we have 2 accounts full at the moment. You're sticking to OSMS. You wouldn't say you'd never come back to Chrono, but it would need guilds, bossing, and DK to have less offensive 4th job graphics. Because you want to play a DK. Well, they're not going to be changing DK, so that won't happen, unfortunately, for you. You see, you've discovered DK is your personal class. Okay. Well, they're not going to be changing DK, so that's off out of the picture. But I mean, in recent updates, it seems like guilds, bossing, and bossing are coming soon. So, guilds and bossing. You believe if Bote works on this extra slots, he should do a good amount, so he doesn't have to code it again. So 6 or 9 would be good. 6 would be great. 12 would be better. 12 would mean you could make every class on one account that's currently out. You know? You can make every class on one account that's currently out. 6 would be fine, because then you'd only need 2 accounts. Which is what I would do. I'm gonna make my main account with my DK on it. We'll have both of the thieves, and this account is gonna have all 3 of the mages, and then also paladin. So the only class I'll be missing at that point is crossbowman. If something happened to old school MapleStory, you can get over the graphics. Yes, 12 slots would be great, but I think it'll probably be 6. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like 1 extra slot per account too, because he might not be able to code too many, who knows. But if we get 6, that'd be great. So what do you mean by something happening to old school MapleStory? What would happen to it? What would old school MapleStory do that would make you quit it? Because again, for me, the only way I'm quitting ChronoStory is if I mean, like, I'll probably take breaks from hiatuses where I'm not playing it for a while. But devs quit or get overrun with bots, RMT, like that'll probably happen if they get popular enough. But ChronoStory is pretty popular, so it's kind of hard for any other service to get really. How many players are online right now over on old school Maple? By the way, Moose, if you're online right now. And what's like the average player count? It's usually around 600 plus. Jesus, never mind. They're actually more popular than ChronoStory. I'm surprised they don't have an RMT problem already and bots, if that's the case. No, old school Maple's another MapleStory Worlds server. It's just more what's the word? It's more one-to-one with old school MapleStory, or like real old school MapleStory. They had one early on, and that's partially why the reset is required. But the devs and community have done a good job hunting them out. That's good. That's good. That's good. There are people that do botting that level up, but they get banned pretty quick as well. Why? Do I have to? I'm gonna remove this from my fucking playlist because it just keeps playing it. I don't want to play. I don't want this playing anymore. Give me that instead. It's like a meme song now. Should make it a follower song? That is funny. Like, I like that song. It's just... It's, like, it plays at every 4 songs right now for some reason. I know there is no true shuffle mode, no true randomness on the internet. Or in technology in general. And the way that technology works is when you put it like on shuffle or like a random mode, it's going to prioritize stuff that has already played. That's just how randomness works. On the in general, just with how it works because of how whatever. You need to find a good Iran video because you've never seen the gameplay. It's very fun. The problem, people have problems with it just because of how it kind of plays, right? It has like attack commands, right? So it's at third job. Your main attack keys would be the basic attack key. So the attack key. This one. Your basic attack key is your main attack key. And every time you get triple swing, so you press it 3 times, and you do a swing, a double swing, and then a triple swing, kind of. And then you do down, and then the attack key, and you get your bear attack. And then later on they added Beyonder Blade, which would just be a separate button that you do after the bear attack, and you press that 3 more times. That does 3 more attacks. And then you have combo count, so it would show up on the screen, usually like here, somewhere on the screen it would show your current combo. And your combo count is needed for using certain skills. So, essentially every time you hit a monster, you get 1 combo, and you expend it for your skills, your either some of your buff skills or your stronger attack skills, kind of. There's your down right or down left attack, where you go down left and then the attack key, and it would shoot out a much further away attack, either with wolves or, please stop spamming the chat lore, either with wolves or like a polearm strike type dealie, depending on how much combo you have. There's one that does like a map-wide attack that freezes everything and it makes them die in 1 hit, which I don't think is a skill that needs that's a 4th job skill. And I don't think that's a skill that is needed. It costs too much. I think it just needs to be a buff skill, not a map-wide attack skill that makes everything die really easily. So that doesn't make sense for the class. Then you have other attacks. You get your own version of rush. If you do left, down, right, and then attack, you get like a rush type attack where your character spins around and like moves forward, moving enemies with you. You can also do left, down, or right, down, left instead. Do the same thing in the other direction. You could do up attack, which does a toss attack. It tosses enemies into the air. Later versions of Iran, it would also toss you into the air with them, so it was basically your mobility skill for going higher, which I think would be a cool way to do it in ChronoStory, since ChronoStory likes to do more modernized or a little bit like more utility versions, right? Like a salad, yeah, you're tossing enemies in the air like a salad for sure. Hold on, I leveled up. Let's see, intelligence. Let's see. Born to Thunder Spear, right? Oh, I didn't mean Thunder Spear. Whatever. I'm stupid. I want to do a Night Strike. Whatever, it's fine. Put this on D, I guess. I did want to try it, so. That's cool. Oh, well, I might respect for that. And then... So you can toss enemies in the air. You can also do it twice. You toss them in the air, and you go up with them, and then you do it again in the air and toss you and the enemies up to the next platform, possibly. It lets you go higher. They have a mobility skill in first job. Their mobility skill lets them do, like, if you tap to the right or left twice, or you could bind it to a key. I usually bind it to S. It would let you do, like, a little slide. Which is pretty good. It's not like a super good mobility skill, but it's pretty decent. If you do it off a ledge, it makes you go zooming. You go zooming if you go off a ledge. And later on they let you do it in the air, but that's not how it normally was. Let's see, what else do you get? You get a push away skill, which I think is dumb in third job. Mobility issues were a learning curve in old school MapleStory. I mean, for sure, right? I'm not saying that it's like it was like a bad mobility skill. I think it was a fine mobility skill. It did its job and was nice. It's not as good as say Rush is as a mobility skill, because it doesn't go as far as Rush. But in certain situations, it can be better than Rush, because if you do it off a ledge, you can go pretty far. So it's situationally a really good mobility skill. You get a push away skill in third job, which I think should be a pull skill instead. What it was up, and then attack, which would do like a circular attack, like a round motion attack, which would push enemies away. It should pull enemies in instead. It should be a pull attack instead. What else did you get? I think that was basically it. That was basically it. Later on, they had a version in which I think would be fine in ChronoStory, called Airstrike or Aerial Strike or something of that nature. It's not Airstrike like in ChronoStory, but Aerial Strike. I think that's what it was called, something like that. And when you're in the air and you're attacking, you don't fall to the ground. You stay in the air. You do more damage when you're in the air as an Iran. Not by a ton, just a little bit extra damage when you're in the air, just because of a passive skill you have. Which is why that up attack skill, which sent you into the air with enemies, was good. But the aerial strike meant as long as you kept your combo going, you wouldn't fall to the ground. You wouldn't be able to move properly. But if you were already moving, you'd keep moving in the direction you were moving while you're attacking. So I mean, that'd be fine in ChronoStory. I think it's not like, it was a nice kind of mobility skill, but not really. Kind of. Oh yeah, fourth job. They also had a few more skills. They had a, let's see. They had a up-down attack skill, which did like a polearm type strike like right on top of you, I guess. Not very good. And then you had a couple other skills that were good for buffs or survivability. In second job, you got a couple of buff skills. You got ice something, I forget. What it did was it would infuse your polearm attacks with ice, so you'd have the ice element on your weapon. That's what it would do, and it was fine. You had one that cost 30 combo, I think, called Combo Drain, which gave you a buff, so it'd be a normal buff duration. At least in ChronoStory, that'd be 15 minutes. In regular MapleStory, it was 3 minutes, but in ChronoStory, it'd be probably the 15. And what it did was it gave you back a percentage of your damage as HP. So basically, you didn't need to use potions as an Iran in general, as long as there's enough monsters you're hitting. If you're hitting one monster like a boss, you'd still have potions for that, but against regular mobs, you probably wouldn't need very many potions. They'd be like an oh shit button, essentially. And then I had a couple others. Let's see. It had combo shield, combo something, whatever it was, in fourth job, which I don't think they should get this skill, by the way. I don't think Iran should get this skill in fourth job, at least in ChronoStory. I think this would make DKs a little less viable. What it did was it cost 150 combo, and it gave you and your party a damage reduction buff of 15%, so 15% damage, you would take less of it. You take 15% less damage. Just in general, you and your party. I don't think Iran should get that. I think DK should get that. I think that should be part of DK's kit. And if not, it just shouldn't go to Iran. It shouldn't. It should be more of a selfish buff for Iran, to be fair. And that's basically the whole kit for Iran, I think. There might have been a couple things I'm forgetting. In my opinion, in fourth job, instead of getting the Blizzard skill, which freezes everything on the map and then lets you kill them in one hit for 200 combo or 500 combo, whatever it was, it should be the same amount of combo cost. And what it should be is that fifth job skill from modern MapleStory before they revamped Iran into a mage, where you would summon Maha, essentially, the weapon. Your whatever weapon you're wielding would look like Maha. It wouldn't be as giant as Maha is, but it would be like, it would look like Maha, kind of glowy. And it would make your attacks be a little bit faster and hit a little bit harder, and for a duration, like 30 seconds or whatever. I think it should be a burst skill like that. That wasn't a very flashy skill, even for fifth job standards, for modern Maple standards, even for after Big Bang standards. That fifth job skill that Iran got, my favorite fifth job skill Iran got, was not flashy. And it would fit just fine into an old school server like this instead of the Blizzard skill, because that Blizzard skill was overpowered, while at the same time not exactly. It looked more like a skill that that Ice Lightning Mage would get. You know what I mean? It looked like an Ice Lightning skill. It did not look like an Iran skill. They could also give it Beyonder Blade if he wanted to. I don't think it should get Beyonder Blade. I don't like Beyonder Blade. I think the theme of Beyonder Blade is incorrect. That's how it always has been. They added Beyonder Blade when they added hyper skills. So the level 170, it was a level 170 attack skill. You would bind it to a key after you use your bear attack skill. So it'd be you'd use triple attack, you'd use your bear, and then you'd spam that attack key to use them after the bear. And it would be like a phoenix, then a tiger, and then like something else. I don't know. The Phoenix and Tiger make no sense for the theme of the class. That's why I don't like Beyonder Blade. It's just a theming issue. If they wanted to add Beyonder Blade, don't use the Phoenix and the Tiger. Use the Ice Wolf and the Maha Strike that you get in 5th job just as the animation, and then just reduce the damage and the hit count and how big it is. Just make it match regular Beyonder Blade's size and damage. For a ChronoStory-like, old-school-like server. If you wanted to add it. Iran could be fun, high skill ceiling, you'd assume. I mean, kind of. It's not exactly a difficult class to play. It's just people didn't like playing it because you had to, when it first came out, you couldn't hold down the attack key. You had to tap the attack key to use its triple attack, and it was mandatory to use any of its skills to use triple attack. So people called it Carpal Tunnel Simulator. Well, I didn't mind it. They eventually added the ability just to hold down the attack key, and it would do the triple swing, and then you could just do down attack every once in a while. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. People were memeing on it. It's a very fun class. So it's my favorite. It's my favorite. I'm an Iran stan. I know just how it should be balanced. That's why I'm saying the Blizzard skill shouldn't go to Iran. And neither should combo shield or whatever it is. Combo something. Combo guard, I don't remember. Oh yeah, they also got like another skill. They got a skill in 4th job, which it was like the last skill you'd level up. It was like Ice Stance or something like that. It gave you like 99% stance. So like you like most of the time you wouldn't get knocked back by enemies. It might have given you 100%, I forget, but you'd have to get level 30. And I think one of the skill books dropped from like fucking Horntail or something. So no one really used that skill at the time. So by the time you got the skill book, it's like, yeah, what, like, who fucking cares? You've already beaten Horntail. But I do love Iran. If Iran came out in any server, I'd go there. You just enjoy tank classes? You'd probably enjoy Iran. Iran was a DPS class, but it was pretty tanky in general. Obviously, it's not as tanky as DK. And it was a DPS class, unlike DK, where it plays like a DK if DK was pure DPS, but it was self-sustaining in its tankiness. It had as much health as any other warrior. So, but you also had a self-heal skill with combo drain, so it was pretty good. I have a lot of opinions on how to balance it for ChronoStory. I have a lot of opinions how it could be balanced for a more one-to-one server. For one, if you wanted to release into a one-to-one server, it would just come out and be overpowered. You like hyper body and you feel like you're protecting your party? Yeah, for sure. That's one of the reasons why you might like Iran, because in 4th job you get the combo thing. It gives everyone reduction. Damage reduction. The rest of you is a tank, but it's not as good as Hyper Body. Hyper Body, I mean, it serves basically the same purpose as Hyper Body, which is why I don't think Iran should get it. Which is why when Bote starts having talks about releasing Iran, I'm happy to give my opinions on what skills should stay, what skills should go, what should be replaced, and what should be balanced. because I'm very, very, very hyper aware of that class and how it works and how it should be balanced per se. I might not know the exact numbers, but I could tell them when something's feeling overtuned or undertuned. But also damage reduction sounds OP. Yeah, it was a DPS class, but it got its damage reduction skill. The reason why I got damage reduction skill in addition to its blizzard skill in 4th job was purely because in 4th job, right, you get this big AoE attack that doesn't work on bosses. So they wanted to give Iran a party buff to make them more valuable to parties. But the problem was it was already a really dominant DPS class. It was like not Night Lord levels of DPS, but it was a top DPS class. So there was no reason for it to be having a party buff in the first place. It doesn't need a party buff. If it has a party buff, it should not be a defensive buff. It should be an offensive buff. You know? But even then, they probably shouldn't get that because you don't want it to step on the toes of Hero. So we can't give it a party buff in that way. That's why I think get rid of both of those skills, replace it with a singular skill that is just a selfish buff. In this case, you summon Maha, and it's a burst skill. You do more damage for like 30 seconds. You know, increases your damage, increases your reach with your attacks. Maybe makes you a little bit tankier for that 30 seconds or something. Maybe gives you an extra strike or something. Because it had like this AoE around that they would hit every 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds, it would do this little burst AoE around you that would do a little bit of extra damage. Not like your main damage dealing thing that would count, but it was like little supplemental damage. Just that kind of thing. I think that instead of those two, it makes it a mobbing and bossing skill. You use it on cooldown. You'd use it the moment you can facilitate using it, every single time. Just make it cost 500 fucking combo. It lasts for 30 seconds, and during that 30 seconds, it puts your combo up to 999. And then at the end, your combo resets to 0. You have to regain your combo. Because one thing about Iran is your damage increases with your combo count. So the higher your combo count, the better damage you do. So if they gave it a burst skill that cost your combo count, it needs to be a good burst skill because you're reducing your damage. Especially against bosses, where it's going to be longer to gain your combo count, because it is based on how many monsters you hit and how many times you hit. So but it was a good class. I would like it to be out in a server of some kind. I know I could play it in modern MapleStory, but they turned it into a mage, so I don't give a single fuck about it. They revamped it when it didn't need a revamp. It just needed some damage tweaks because it had already gotten a relatively recent revamp, and they changed it into a mage that summons Chinese mythological beasts for some reason. And they said, oh yeah, it can do that because it kind of did that with Beyonder Blade, so we made Beyonder Blade its main thing. Like, you're fucking stupid. Its main theme is ice and like polar stuff, ice, and a big fuck off polearm that you smack people with. The only reason why you even think that's the thing is because some jackass idiot decided, hey, guess what? I made this skill for Iran for hyper skills. I made 2 of its attacks. One of them's a phoenix and one of them's a tiger. Why'd you do that? That doesn't do the theme of the class. Well, because I thought it looked cool. And then people forgot that that's why the guy did that. Because it looked cool. And it didn't look cool. It just looked like wrong. Because now Phoenix is fire. Why would you do that? You're an ice class. And then a tiger? Why? 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 Eventually they kind of fixed it with like a ice wolf and like a Maha strike in 5th job. and then also 6th job. And then they change it, and I'm like, okay, fucking, I don't care about you anymore. You've ruined the only reason for me to even play Modern MapleStory was Iran. And not only did you nerf Iran with this revamp, you also changed it into a mage. I don't care. You changed its theme completely. You got rid of the bear attack that's been there since the class released. The bear attack they get, the one where you summon a bear, they still had that until they revamped it like a year ago. They never got rid of that attack. It's the iconic skill that came with the class, and they got rid of it for, like, you throw a turtle at people. Literally, you throw a turtle at people instead. I don't get it. That's the main reason why Modern MapleStory is dead to me. There's 2 people in Modern the people that do videos on Modern MapleStory that mained Iran. One of them quit doing content because they changed Iran like that. Completely. They no longer do content at all. They don't play MapleStory and they don't make content at all because of that change. And the other one no longer mains Iran. Which tells you all you need to know about that Iran change. They made a different class. You still get triple swing, but you don't use it. Once you get the 2nd job, you stop using it. Instead you use, I hit you with this turtle. Blockalote, is Hero still good to play on Chrono? Hero is OP as fuck. Hero is so good. You want to see? Shit, I left my pet. Wait a second. I left my pet. I'm gonna need that. You want to see Blockalote? Yo, Cody, give me my shit. Not Cody. What do I got? This is now a skill that could be useful recently. So we got Rush plus that Brandish. Okay. Keep in mind, I'm only level 125, and these guys are fucking melting. And I'm not even playing the character optimally. Obviously, Paladin is going to do more damage against these guys than Hero is, because Paladin they have weakness to Holy, and Paladin's main attack skill is fucking enormous, but Hero is just going to be OP forever. So What people normally use is, I mean, some people like to use, let's see. You'd use Advanced Combo Attack and Rush Plus, because one of them buffs up Coma. So you'd use Coma. I don't like using that way. I prefer using Brandish. But, or it's not Brandish now. I think it's yeah, I guess it's still called Brandish. But it uses the other reanimation. All dead. Just melting these dudes. All dead before they even respawn. What happens if I use those balls around me? Well, if you play with them gently enough, it makes you feel better. Makes you feel good, even. All the orbs do is they increase your weapon attack per orb. You have 5 orbs. So the weapon attack increase is 21%. 21.17% plus, so it'd be 22.3%. Did you oil them? Let's not do that. Yeah, but it also increases your orb count by 2. So actually, it looks like I have 5. You see the purple ones? That's 2 more orbs. So I have 7 orbs. So that increases my damage count. Don't ban him, Graz. Don't do that. That was my fault. By talking about balls. So that means my damage is increased by 150%. Excellent. Normally I took off my pet. I did make the ball comment correct. Time to get weird. Yep. But yeah, no. It's good. Hero or Bowmaster? Here, give me a second. I can show you Bowmaster too. I can show you Bowmaster as well, Bacalote, but I will tell you that Hero is better. But I can show you so you can make that decision for yourself. Hero is stronger, but I'll show you so you can make the choice. HP is low, yeah, you're for sure it is. How do you use those orbs? You usually don't. You can. You have 2 skills you get in third job. You get that you can use those orbs on. One of them's a single target skill. One of them is a AoE attack skill. And it expends all your orbs. The more orbs you expend, the more damage the skill does. They're also the multi-target skill is a very big AoE. Not like big as in it is a large AoE. It is a decent sized AoE, like size wise. But I mean, like it hits I think 10 or 12 mobs, which is really good. The problem being is it costs all your orbs, so you're expending all your orbs for that. I don't particularly like that playstyle. A lot of people like using rush into that skill. I don't like playing it like that. I prefer using. I like hitting stuff with a sword or axe. So I do it that way. But you could. Get the game open. Let's make sure you can see it. There we go. Okay, let's see. Sharp Eye, Storm Arrow, yeah. Phoenix. It looks fun, you'd make one. It's pretty weak right now. It needs a bit of a buff. I think it will get a bit of a buff, but it needs one. I'm gonna get to where we're gonna train and show you, but I might die in the process. Hopefully not. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I think I might actually have it saved. No. Do I have it on this character? I don't. Let's go grab my pet so I can not die instead. I think it's on my Dark Knight. I imagine it is. Yeah. Boop. Interesting. Actually, I have some gold, some meso. Let's try with Merpins. Yeah. Bam. So we can actually re-grab some potions. Boop. Let's get some potions first. We're kind of low. Yo, Dr. Pepper. There we go. Now we're good on those for now, for a bit. Let's go show it off. We're gonna go to. We're not going to the training map and the thing. We're gonna go to the old 4th job one, or the old 3rd job one before the update. We're gonna go to 304. Someone's here? What the fuck? Seriously? My God. Jesus fucking Christ. I gotta make a cleric. Fuck me, man. That skill is gigantic. Holy shit. Oh my god, cleric. Jesus Christ. That guy hit like 100k on his attacks. Like, what the fuck? These guys like detail. They're not strong against fire. Just like that. Make it fire. God, fucking man, I gotta make a cleric. Man, clerics are OP as fuck. Cleric's eating so good. Music. That was weird. So if you're wondering how Bowmaster is, this is Bowmaster. Is Bowmaster super good? It's fine. It's fine. Bossing skill. I can also do this. Make it fire, I think. Does it make it fire? I don't know. Yeah, I've always thought Hurricane is pretty boring. I've always found Hurricane to be pretty boring. Oh, it's very good at sharks, for sure. If you don't use fire, you can turn the fire off. Anything that's fire weak, it's gonna just, like, eat them alive. I don't think there's anything fire weak right now. It is pretty weak. It needs a buff. Now, my guy isn't exactly the strongest duder ever, but he's not weak. Yeah, correct. I'm level 125. I'm like, these guys should be no problem. If I switch to my other mobbing skill, my previous one, like, it's not all that different. This is the reason why it needs a buff, by the way. Actually, this damage may or may not be higher. It doesn't hit the bottom platform, but I mean, it's at least the same damage, if not higher. It's just slightly, the new one is slightly bigger. You know what I mean? And this feels better to use, to be fair. I'll switch back to the new one. Which is level 10, by the way. 330% damage instantly, then the explosion damage, which hits another, 7 other enemies 4 times for 83.25%, versus just like 6 monsters 3 times 110%. So 330% versus 350%. It's marginally better. Just because it's bigger. And then there's also, hold up, let's... Corsair. Okay. Oh, duh, that's why. Again, we're going back to 304 as a good example. The ship gives you increased survivability, by the way. You can also use your new single target skill, which I don't think is very good. In fact, I can't rid of it. This is why I think the ship should be a toggle, so you can turn it off when you want it off. By the way, you can't, because you can't really turn it off right now. It's just like you're stuck with it. Can I go to 304 on this character? I might need to teleport to someone. I realize. Fuck. Shit! I didn't mean to log out. I think I have it saved. I might not though. That's a good way to get rid of it. Haha. Meso, it's not bad. Actually, I have Meso. Alright, let's see. Isn't it supposed to tell me the map? Isn't that supposed to tell me the map? Oh, okay. I forgot to get potions. Shit. No wonder I'm dying. Yo, Flurpins, give me my shit. There we go. Now I won't die as much. Here we go. Obviously, you're gonna be using this. Because guess what? Your new mobbing skill sucks ass. Is it super good? No. It's fine. And your ship mobility sucks, and without it you die because it gives you a fucking damage reduction. I'll show you when it runs out. That'd be faster. See, dead. Without the ship, you just die. So you can't actually play the game optimally because this is optimal. The ship doesn't let you do that. The ship does this. And that's it. Isn't that gross? Stupid? Anyway. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Corsair needs a full revamp. Which is why I'm not playing it right now. And then there's Dragon Knight, or Dark Knight. Yeah, that class, it was it. In third job, it was it. It's the best third job class, hands down. Fourth job, no. And people were saying, oh no, it's actually really good. It's not. People were saying it was really good because there was a fucking bug that made it so burning and dots like that gave you more EXP than they should. So they seemed like they were really good, but they were just getting more EXP than they should be getting. But now I have Dark and Pale. Obviously, Dark and Pale is really good. I compare that to the fucking Corsair, who just fucking dies. Do that. Gather them up. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Beg Bote for a fucking buff. Not even a buff. Beg Bote for a fucking revamp. Do-ba-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. How is my suggestion going? Did any more people respond to it? I mean, some people have been responding to it. I need to make a update to it, talking about the change, the fix to the EXP rate. Anyway, thank you guys for coming to the stream. I hope both they actually had a look at it, and I hope he considers it, even if it's not like. I'd like him to respond to it in some way. At least let us know that something like that was going to be coming. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. Don't forget to leave a follow. I'll be back tomorrow. More ChronoStory probably. Maybe something else. Don't know. We'll see.